Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, please.
Nuclear energy.
Nuclear energy. Yeah. And then you have the wind turbines, right? You guys have a lot of wind, especially down Kanak. Wow. Gotta drive your motorbike like that. The good energy sources that you have. What are the good ones for the environment?
The bad.
And yeah, the bad. What's the other good one? Hydroelectric, yeah. It's a natural resource, and well, we're kind of using it up and being bad with it, especially when we throw stuff in it. What's the bad energy? On the shore of the sea, south of Van Ryn, down in near Kanak. What's that gigantic plant that produces energy at the side of the water? Nuclear. Why is nuclear energy bad? Very dangerous. They are breaking down molecules, and they have rods, fuel rods, and those fuel rods, when it makes it energy, that is extremely toxic and poisonous to the earth. And that is why they have to set up these nuclear plants on the water. What is the water doing to help those rods? What's this doing to help Mr. Dan stop sweating? It's cooling the rods. Water constantly on it to keep it cool. And then what do they do with those rods that are dangerous? How long do they stay dangerous? They'll never be safe, so what do they do with them? They bury them underground. So all around the world, all the countries that count on nuclear energy, they're burying dangerous goods under our ground. Yeah, so it's kind of sad. So yeah, and I see your government and your province is doing very good, because when I drive around, I see lots of wind turbines, and I see solar panels, and that's good. That's a good way. And even that most of your houses, up on your roof, how do you heat your water? How do you heat? Solar. The sun shines, it heats it up, and those big tanks have insulation wrapped in it, so the sun warms it, so late at night, when you come home from school and it's hot, you can turn the water on in the shower. It takes a few minutes to run down from the roof to where you're taking a shower, but sometimes then you will get warm water or hot water if you like hot water. Yeah, good. What other energy sources do we have then? We got the ones that heat the house and everything. How about the ones for your motorbikes and your car? Is manufactured, and out of it you get petroleum, which is gas, and then the byproduct is diesel. So you get gasoline and the waste is diesel. So your big trucks, your big construction equipment, they run on diesel fuel. And we even heat our houses in Canada with, they call it furnace oil, but it's diesel. And it just burns slower and it lasts longer. But what are the motorbikes and cars? I talked to Uncle. I talked to my dad. Who are all these moms, dads, sisters, brothers, and uncles? And probably aunts. Who are they? Who are we all?
Yes.
Your family, but as a species. What? No, you said it. You said it. I heard human. It doesn't matter if I'm Canadian and you're Vietnamese, you cut our skin and we bleed red. If somebody says a bad thing to you and a bad thing to me, we hurt. We're humans. But the bad part is, if all you do is talk to a machine or through your smartphone to an artificial intelligence, you're not socializing, right? It just depends, I think, where you live, on whether you have better sun or wind. But I think they're both good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Phone, please.
Any other questions?
Phone? Yes.
Do does in Canada have subway?
Subways, yes. In our major cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, they all have underground subways.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's electrical.
Have you ever travel by subway?
Oh, all the time.
Oh.
When I was young, I used to station, jump on a subway for a half-hour subway ride underground most of the time.
Yes.
And then we would walk up and walk to our work. When we're done, go back down, take the subway, get in our car, drive home. And people, some don't even have cars. You can get around on buses and subways. And then we also have special, they call them streetcars. They're on tracks above the ground on the road, and they run on electricity with cables above. Yeah, kind of neat.
Those in expensive.
Oh, very expensive. That's why they're only in big cities. It costs a lot of money, but the government gives grants to the cities to build them. So for you to go on the subway every day, it would not cost a lot. Students get a cheaper price because they're students.